Yes.
The vehicle itself, Fletch notices, has about a quarter tank of gas left.
All right, so
That's
first
plenty.
order, immediately reverse over the spike strip.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
The ass of the car is currently pointed towards the ass of the other car.
The ass of the car, huh?
You'd be driving forward into the spike
All right.
strip.
All right.
Just leave it in park and go out and move the spike strip.
Is it possible that I could just take the spike strip after picking it up?
You
With
could.
as many cars as we crash and roll, do we really want that flying around inside?
Not inside. Maybe secured?
I mean, if you want the spike strip, you can certainly take it with you and put it in the trunk of the car.
At least she's getting serious about our future in banditry. Sorry, highwaymanship.
I'm still picking up that spike strip.
Took a class on that once.
If not to help us, to at least make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else.
Where'd you take that class? At Rambling U?
Oh, you know about RU.
They're a university without borders.
What's their mascot?
Universities without borders. Universities Sans Frontiers. It's an online course.
University Sans Frontiers. Oh, shit.
It's actually hidden on the deep web.
That's where I use the Doge coins, right?
Yeah.
They actually don't accept bitcoins anymore. They've moved over to Doge.
Anyway, the mascot is a swag man.
Okay. How does that look?
That's a hobo.
Well, how does that look? Is it just like a picture of Fletch or what?
Obviously, he was their mascot.
I know what you're making fun of. It's a very prestigious position.
I'm sure, complete with free staff parking at the front of the building and everything.
And a giant foam bindle.
So we have a working car and 2 spike strips.
Yes.
I thought the cars were connected somehow.
They are.
Haha, we have 2 cars.
There are some chains which lead between the bumpers of either vehicle.
Are they bringing the reality check?
Do we have the blowtorch?
I don't think
You can honestly just start driving and one of the 2 will give.
Factually true.
Do we really need a rear bumper?
No.
Not where we're going. We need that front bumper, though.
Not where we're going.
We have the front one. The front one's safe.
I don't
That's
think
important.
I don't think you folks would have chosen to bring a blowtorch with you on your way down the road.
Well,
I would have assumed we would have taken, like,
unless that's in Potman's metalworking tools.
the way I see it is like, quote unquote, the backpacks of everything. Because what if we're not able to get back to the car? Would we really want to abandon our survival gear?
At any rate, as Ryan said earlier, he can just eventually something will give.
Mm-hmm. It's like breaking a wishbone. We might win, we might not.
In which case, the rear bumper with that kind of attitude is lost. Move on the ambulatory vehicle.
Well, good. Now we won't be dragging a bumper behind us. Because that would be quiet.
Bonus points.
Uh-huh. It create a whole sort of like backdraft. Trusty Tony wouldn't be used to driving with that. It'd throw him off.
Totally.
But as much as he drifts, he could like use it like a nunchuck.
I'm not sure I follow.
You slide the car and it goes flying around behind you like a weapon.
I'm also not sure I want to follow.
No. Think about it.
I'm
You're
not
driving real fucking fast at a horde of zombies. You pull a 180 bootlegger turn, and around comes swinging a fucking bumper on a chain.
Made your car into a flail.
We're definitely going into Dead Rising territory here.
Has anyone ever told you that's the dumbest thing you've ever said?
No, not
That's
until right
something.
now.
Oh, God.
To be fair, we're the only people that has ever heard him say that, so...
Trusty Tony's standing there with a socket wrench in his hand. He's like, kill me now.
Kill me.
Can do.
Oh,
Scream
stab
at her.
yourself with that socket wrench.
Yes, that's how socket wrenches and stabbing work.
Yeah, if the Shadowgate guy can plunge a hammer through his chest, I'm sure you can manage.
Okay, we have a car.
We drive back to the other car.
Hey, they're taking our vehicle!
We drive faster.
We drive.
The other car's missing half a wheel and no bumper now. Or an
Forget this,
extra
we're out of here.
bumper.
Alright, so it's Fletch behind the wheel for this one, I imagine.
He was
Unfortunately.
Okay. Fletch shoots off, leading the rear bumper behind, and off in the distance, you folks heard that shout as you take off heading for the other vehicle, or maybe just wave bye to it.
Quick, somebody shoot the tire out of the other one.
As another vehicle covered in camouflage shoots out from a side road several hundred yards behind and begins making its way after you.
That's unfortunate.
For them. No.
Well,
they're
that's
probably gonna die.
Keep it steady, Fletch.
And unfortunately, there's no real way to lose the vehicle on account of the fact that you don't really have a side road to turn off to.
I'm not.
Plus, we kind of need to pick up all those Doritos.
I was just going to shoot their car through like the engine block, making it explode because this is an action movie.
Doritos.
I was thinking about throwing the spike strip back out, but I don't think I have it in my hand.
While the vehicle is moving, throw the spikes.
Here.
I
Did he
fully
stutter?
support this course of action.
I doubt. I would have figured you put that in the trunk, not carried it
Like-
into the vehicle with you.
You just pop the thing to lower the back seat, reach into the trunk, and
Well,
Yeah.
that's
go
that's what you
James
get for
Bond on
figuring.
this.
So I have to ask, how much of a negative penalty would I get for sticking my body out the window and aiming the gun at the enemy at the other car as we drive along the road?
Especially since it's 200 yards behind you.
Well, since this game isn't in third person, a big one.
Oh.
I mean,
Sure. Tony doesn't see in third person?
200 yards is beyond your extreme range with a handgun.
Okay, so
It's like a -2.
like a -2 plus a -2 for driving. Maybe. Well.
You'd be looking at least a -12, especially given the massive distance and the fact that you're moving at a high speed.
If you fire enough shots, eventually statistics say you'll roll enough tens.
Statistics and me don't get along.
Statistics and zombie masters don't.
But how does gambling and Trusty Tony get along?
Trusty Tony's not going to gamble that much. He only has 1 point of
Recklessly?
gambling.
To answer your question, though, and put it in a bow, the vehicle's too far away. On the bright side, they're not shooting at you either.
Oh, that actually
I-
reminds me of something, which is unrelated, and I'll not talk about it.
Thanks for talking about it.
Okay, so I think do you want to stop and get the shit from the place? The other car?
Yes.
Okay, then we're going to have someone immediately pull a gun on them and then shoot at them as they get close. I volunteer.
Fletch.
As a
So
non-gun
we're-
person, I'll help unload the car quickly.
Fletch has the
We're
rifle.
committing to stopping the car, getting out, and opening fire on them.
Yes.
Yes, or at least if they open fire on us.
Are
Or at
we
least opening
shooting first, or are we waiting?
We're
Can we
shooting
shoot it?
first.
Can we shoot at their car first and then at them later?
I'll shoot at their windshield of their car.
I'm okay with this situation.
They might be behind it.
You could open up with a single burst of automatic fire and hope that they do the sensible thing
And
and
die.
leave.
And die.
Just sensibly give up and die.
Alright. The 3-mile trip to your vehicle, the one that you left behind with the burst tire, doesn't take very long.
Probably less than 3 minutes.
And suddenly you're there.
And suddenly Kat's
So
running out,
we're
and trying to pack things as
stopping-
quickly as
yeah.
possible.
Okay.
Stop
And
and
Potman's
beside it.
over.
And they're going to catch up really quickly, so...
Throwing things in there.
All right.
B's... Assuming our car is going to be, like, turned slightly sideways, like, trunk towards the other car.
Sure.
So we were in, like, a little V barricade.
Yeah, that works. You were the driver. The car that's following you comes to a stop 250 yards away, give or take.
Cat,
And then they pull out their grenade launchers.
And tilts itself a bit to the side so that its nose is not directly pointed down the road, but at a slant.
They're gonna try to shoot our tires.
Well, it's their car, so they can't really get it back if they fuck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
true.
doesn't make much sense.
So I guess we just sort of stay here in this Marylander standoff.
If they don't advance sooner, I'm just gonna throw the spike strip down behind us next to the car and we'll leave.
Oh, they're going to advance sooner or later.
The doors open.
it's the waiting game.
As I said, the vehicle is slanted so that its nose is not directly pointed. The doors open on the other side of the vehicle, basically putting that vehicle between them and you. Appears to be 2 individuals.
They're pretty far.
Mm-hmm. Why this is going to come... It's going to take you several minutes to get everything, especially all of the loose bags of Doritos, because they're extreme.
Extremely important.
That's the truth, yeah.
Also 3D.
Need them.
Just means you get less chip in each bag.
Shut up.
Oh. Huh.
I cannot believe he just said that.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh.
E. So, who dies today?
That was their empathy check, obviously.
They
All right, that's 3 levels of success. I needed to make sure, and let's see which target it's going to hit. Okay, Kat is the one who is moving around the most, so I put her in number 1. And sure enough, a shot from a civilian rifle, basically laid up against the hood of the car, rings out and flies right at Kat. You can throw down a dexterity plus dodge, which basically means you stop fucking packing shit and you dive for cover.
Alright then.
On the bright side, you can... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work that way.
Or,
There's a
dexter-
right side?
or your dexterity plus your acrobatics,
Yeah.
I think. Okay, that is 1 level success, which is not enough to defeat 3 levels of success.
Class 2A armor.
She is wearing armor.
Does the armor cover all of your body? Like,
Covers torso, basically.
So it's a vest.
all right.
Yeah, it's fast.
I suppose I do need to determine hit location then for that purpose.
Tiny little hand.
Leg.
Fucking leg shots once again.
Right in the paw.
I like how as soon as I do that, you immediately know it's a leg shot. Okay, is then the damage roll that's going to be coming up here is a...
It's a civilian rifle. It's only a 22.
That is going to be 24 life points worth of damage.
So
Yeah.
does... Oh, have
You're
we
not
healed
dead.
since last time or no? No, I'm not dead.
No. As a shot from the rifle basically goes out, and a cat belatedly attempts to try to dive behind the car, and it just fucking rips right through her fucking leg.
I believe that's right leg.
Yes. Which case, I will now
Mark
ask you
half
folks
a
to go to initiative for me, if you would be so kind.
Would you be so kind?
Would you kindly?
Be so kind.
Do I have to just roll because my action is just to hide inside the goddamn car?
You don't have to roll for your action to hide inside the goddamn car.
24 is significant.
And then
damage.
attempt to do something about the bleeding.
You're gonna hold your leg and scream at it.
Now it's Trusty's Tony's turn to wrap you up like a mummy.
It's just my leg.
Let's see here, you kids. So basically, with that in mind, we can keep you out of the theater of combat.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll make an initiative roll for you, sir. You don't have fast reaction time, and I forgot to adjust that. Yeah, well, you go last.
Everybody has fucking fast reaction except me.
They're going for.
I'll just use these concerned citizen tokens again. They're 250 yards away behind the vehicle.
250, that's
250.
long range?
Which puts us with additionalizing round one, Trusty Tony.
That's beyond my extreme range.
It is.
Trusty Tony's gonna keep his head down.
Okay.
He's gonna keep his
Potman.
head down, and in case they get closer, then he's gonna deal with it.
Potman's gonna go for cover with his
right.
pistol ready.
Okay. Fletch.
This is not a very advantageous situation. I think it makes most sense for us all to take cover out of sight and force them to approach.
You could definitely do that. If you all fucking ducked your heads behind the vehicle, they could not reasonably shoot you.
Just like peek an eye around the corner once in a while to make sure or to see what they're doing. Or use the mirrors of the car or something.
Okay. Okay. That gonna be your course of action then, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Well, alright then. Trusty Tony, Eugene, and Fletch all go for cover. Basically, obscuring their heads so that their bodies are completely hidden. No other shots are fired at you on this particular round, or on subsequent rounds. We'll put a pause on that initiative tracker for the time being.
Just moving Kitten off of me so I can click my token.
And at such a distance, any conversation those two might be having, you couldn't possibly make it out. They're not shouting or yelling anything.
Bastards.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all
Shout
the
and yell.
yelling's coming from our side of this conflict.
Seriously.
Constant cursing.
Chris, you're more than welcome to make a first aid plus intelligence check on yourself. It's at a -2 penalty, though, for self-operation.
Are you a
That's just
self-operator?
Self-operator. That's just a +3 because I lose my ant. Oh.
No, you turn your leg into what you've turned Trusty Tony's head into at a few points.
Is it like calf? Are we talking here? Or are we talking like thigh?
You're basically talking calf.
Okay.
Hurts
Nowhere
like a
near as bad as it could have been.
hurts like a motherfucker, but it's, not so much damage that it's gonna be like, oh, I can't walk or run or anything, because that would be too complicated for all flesh must be eaten.
The only real question I have left is, did it exit the wound?
No. The 22 buried itself right in there.
Still has more health
We'll
points.
on that later.
Still has more life points than Trusty Tony.
And
When things have calmed down, I'm going to have to be digging that bullet out.
All right.
Well,
we could raise a white flag, and when they get closer, open fire.
Smart.
do we have anything white?
I love how we're actually jumping on board with that.
That was a
Yes,
serious
yes,
suggestion.
That's a good idea.
Yes, but do we have anything white?
I think just about anything would probably work, like any light color. A shirt.
Okay, I guess we're gonna try that.
Sure.
mean, the honorable one's currently out of commission, so I don't got to worry about any argument there.
All right, you raise
I think
you raise a thing in the hopes that your message and intent will be conveyed, and a shot goes through the middle of the shirt.
Keep waving, keep waving.
Why not? Wave more vigorously.
So did you actually try to shoot at them?
They're good shots.
We have taken no shot.
Maybe you should try shooting for their gas tank. This is an action movie after all.
No doubt the gas cap will be on the other side, so I can't make it happen.
Yeah, damn it.
GTA style.
If only you could Morpheus them, where you fucking rake the sword, the blade, like across the body of the vehicle, then as it falls sideways,
Yes.
spray it with Uzi fire.
Cut both tires to make it roll, and then unload on it with a machine pistol.
Fucking machine pistols.
Of course. Well, now what?
Now we die.
Seems like the waiting game.
Give me that gun. Wait, I can't do it. I would have to if I took the rifle, I'd have to shoot it with a -2 of my highest gun skill, right?
Yes.
You wouldn't be taking the rifle.
Okay.
What if he took the grenade launcher? It has one more shot in it, right?
It's empty.
Alas.
There are plenty of rifles to take from people in the past. You
Okay, so I
chose
have a
not
question.
to.
Is the car that we know works, not the one with missing a tire, facing towards them?
No.
Okay,
Well,
so-
fuck, there goes his idea.
Well, no, this just makes the idea a little bit harder to pull off, but all the more epic in scale. I know Cat's in the car still, but it's a sacrifice I'm gonna have to consider.
Whoa.
I'm in your car.
Okay, before you begin putting something into motion here, would you mind filling us in on this?
Jesus.
What sounds like a terrible idea?
Tell me more.
Trusty gonna get in the car and then gun it backwards into them.
At 250 yards, it would take a bit of gunning before you reach them.
So you want to sacrifice the working car on something
It might
that will
work
never
afterwards.
work.
Do you have a better idea than sitting here
Come
waiting?
on, we abandoned the rear bumper. What's going to absorb your impact?
Oh.
Well, what's your
Take
idea
it
then?
straight
Sit
to the
here
frame.
and die?
Why would we die? They have to come to us. We have the more fortified position.
Well, we kind of have wounded here.
That's not going to change if we run away.
I'll be able to fix it. Just give me some time.
Mechanically, you failed your first aid try. You
Give me some time.
one.
Mechanically,
terribly, and you're stuck with that.
mechanically, her leg is looking like fucking Trusty Tony's head has before.
If Grimith had
Potman
ruled
trying
that
to random
random-
first aid or what?
if Grimith had ruled that random hit location mattered as far as like the effect, your leg would be gone.
Like, seriously, can Potman give her first aid?
So I have to ask, what are all the total negatives
No,
Fletch is taking?
Normally you would have been able to, Aaron, but you're only allowed one first aid check per injury, and she basically
Brilliant.
Yeah, Chris took care of that himself on with the -2 penalty and all.
I would be taking a -3 plus exposing myself, and they seem to be fairly decent shots.
Yes, with that +2. You
They
have
hit
a
the
what?
shirt too.
What?
They hit the shirt also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, they
we
hit
don't
the
know
shirt
what their
also.
bonus is. All we know is that they hit Cat and then hit the shirt.
From
Yeah,
long
well-
distance.
From long distance.
If you're not gonna be reckless, then what are you gonna be?
Not reckless.
Smart?
This is boring.
Feel free to run out there
by the-
lead blazing.
This is boring.
No.
This is dumb. I don't want to play anymore.
I'm picturing him, like, kicking something over.
Do you want me to just open fire on them?
That's what he's asking.
I'm pretty certain that you could probably kill one of them. And once one of them gets hit, the other one's probably not going to be in any mood to fight.
In this situation, hit location will matter, and it was the same for you. If anyone attacks you while you're in the position, Ryan, if any shot would hit below your torso, it would just hit the car. And if any shot hits below their torsos, it'll just hit the car. Like what happened the last session we had. Where Trusty Tony fired while laying down in the vehicle. And hit the car.
Or we could do this plan. Open one of the side doors, put some stuff in there because we still got some cover, and then you shoot out one of their tires, then we drive off.
I'm looking
And
for
then we
the
punch him in the dick.
Cold shot to a tire like that and 250 yards away, I'd definitely say would be like a minus, we'll say a -3 penalty.
I could make called shots for vital points and basically called shot chest at a total of -5.
Could you?
Vital points is a -2 on top of the -3 for range.
Could you?
Maybe.
I mean, you're talking to the same guy who got multiple 10s and fucking nuked the entire group of concerned citizens you fought last session.
Do he?
You're just trying too hard now.
I've got one of those intuitive feelings that they would manage to land a hit on me if I tried to take a shot right now. So, Mr. Idea Man, where are all those ideas?
I gave you all my ideas.
Ideas over.
Trusty Tony's too tired from carrying the rest of the team around for so long. Gotta
bleeding in the gall.
Gotta put the load down.
You know, the ball's in your court. It's your time to shine. This is your one chance.
This is your one chance. Oh my god.
Yeah. My idea is if they want their car back, they have to come to us, which exposes them.
Here's another idea.
Go on.
You kill them.
Go on.
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The end.
Are they within shouting distance? But it's 250 yards, so I doubt they're within shouting distance.
It'd have to be a pretty fucking epic shout.
Is it yards or feet?
Yards.
That's 2.5 football fields.
750 feet.
Yeah, Tony's not going to be doing any smooth talking of them.
Yelling for her?
Okay. Since we're still in the end, we're suddenly at an impasse. Trusty Tony's going to do something reckless.
Okay. What's Trusty Tony got for us?
He's going to surrender recklessly.
Recklessly surrender.
He's hands up. He's
going to bravely run away.
He's going to bravely put his hands up and hope they don't shoot at him.
Okay. Trusty Tony puts his hands in the air. Does he stand up as well? Does he like moving around from like the car?
I mean, you do remember what they did to that?
Yes, I do.
Right?
I do
and
remember
the
what
cat's
they did.
leg.
Yes,
cat's leg.
But I'm thinking that I'm thinking that these guys are savvy. If they see a person without a gun, put their hands up and start walking towards them, they're gonna go like, "Hey, maybe we won't have to kill this guy."
Or they'll go, hey, really easy target.
If they go really easy target, then we were dead already.
Okay. Okay. Trusty Tony
Infallible
stands up.
logic.
Trusty Tony stands up, is not immediately shot. I would like for you to make a perception plus notice check for me, Jordan.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 1.
With that,
I think they're gone.
Trusty Tony thinks that he sees only one person behind the car instead of 2.
I think there's only one shooter.
But where's the other one?
There's only ever been one.
Gonna sit here cursing and whining.
Oh, that's the best conclusion to reach.